Have you ever posted on social media and been really concerned because all you hear is crickets, aka nothing? We'll find out why that's a good thing on this episode. Hey y'all, I'm Kendrick Shope, creator of Authentic Selling, the #1 sales process for your business, which allows you to get more customers, make more money, and have the freedom to live the life you want to live. For tactical, practical, proven, strategic sales solutions that work for your business, ring the bell and subscribe. Okay, so of course nobody wants their hard work to produce goose eggs, nothing, nada, crickets. That doesn't sound like crickets, that sounds like psycho. So of course nobody wants like crickets or psycho. I mean, that's not what we're working so hard for, right? But if you are posting consistently on social media, or if you are putting out content consistently, it doesn't have to be on social media, you're ahead of most people. Why? Why does that matter? Okay, I want you to pretend that we're gonna go into pretend world, which would be really cool if we had like pretend music and then like I changed clothes, but it's not that kind of show. So let's pretend that we're in the market for a new phone, okay? A new phone. And there are lots of places you can get a phone. You can get a phone, like let's pretend that we're in the market for a new iPhone, okay? There are lots of places you can get a new iPhone. You can get an iPhone from Apple. You can get an iPhone from Verizon, AT&T, Singular. I don't know if Singular still exists, but you get the point, right? So for this analogy or this sort of story, this make-believe story that really does have something to do with you, we're gonna pretend that we're walking through the cell phone mall, okay? And store number 1 is Verizon, and store number 2 is AT&T, and store number 3 is Apple, and store number 4 is Best Buy. In no way am I affiliated with any of these. I'm just using names, so this is in no way a reflection on anyone's service. So let's say we're walking in the mall, we're looking for our phone, we're in the cell phone mall, and store number 1 and store number 2, Verizon and AT&T, are closed. They're closed. Lights are off, nobody's there, and Verizon's looks crusty, musty, dusty. Like it looks like nobody's been in there for a while, like maybe they shot the Stranger Things season 3 finale there, like the mall blew up. AT&T's closed, but it looks neat and clean. And then we've got Apple and Best Buy. Best Buy is open, but the window shopping for the phones, like the latest phone they have is an iPhone 1. In their window. And then Apple's got all these pretty colors of the iPhone 13 and they're doing all this fancy stuff, showing you pictures, and there's a really friendly person at the front saying, "Hello, come in, welcome to Apple." Which store are you gonna go into? Well, it's impossible to go into the 2 that are closed, right? The doors are locked. You can't get in there. So it's impossible. I don't know why anyone would choose to go into the store that's got like the iPhone 1 when the store across the street or across the proverbial street has the model that you're looking for in the window. What the heck does this have to do with you and do with selling? In this example, Apple was doing the common things uncommonly well. Their lights were on, their door was open. Apple's got the latest iPhone up, all the colors. They've got demos going on of how it can work. Verizon, or what it was, I think it was Best Buy. Best Buy's open, but they've got like the iPhone 1. So Apple is doing the common things uncommonly well. This really poor analogy illustrates that doing the common things uncommonly well allows you to stand out among your competitors. Because again, in this case, Verizon and AT&T weren't even open. Best Buy was open, but it was dirty and it was like old cell phones. And Apple was the only one that took the time to update their windows, to have somebody friendly at the front door. Now, does that ensure that you're gonna have an incredible experience at Apple? No, it doesn't. But you're more likely, or at least our thought process is, you're more likely to have a better or an incredible sales experience as someone who's taken time to do the small details than someone who doesn't. That's what we need to think about when we think about our own businesses, is doing the common things uncommonly well. So if we go back to the make-believe world that started this video, where we're posting on social and we're hearing crickets and we're trying to find out why that's an actual good thing. Because if you're consistently posting on social, you are saying, my lights are on, I am open for business. My storefront is neat and clean, and you are inviting people to come in. When you take these massive breaks on social media, and I just took one, I needed one for mental health. When you take these massive breaks, you are saying to people, our hours are sporadic. I'm going to work when I feel like it. I'm going to close when I feel like it. And that's great in theory, but people need you when they need you. They want you when they want you. And you're not at someone's beck and call, but you are running a business. And so pick some common things and do them uncommonly well, but don't just do it because I said so. Studies show that the number one reason people don't buy from you, me, Best Buy, Apple, Verizon, whomever, AT&T, is lack of trust. Now that lack of trust can be, I don't believe the phone is going to operate the way it's supposed to. I don't believe that your product or service is going to help me make the money that you say it's going to. I think there's something wrong with me, and so your product or service won't work for me. Or maybe I think that the customer service is terrible with you, and I'd rather go to somebody else. There is a lack of trust somewhere. The trust has been broken. Studies also show, and I know, let me back up. I know people say it's about money, it's about time, it's about everything other than trust, but I am telling you it's about trust and what they believe. Studies show that 9 out of 10 customers, it is about trust, what they believe about you, what your product can do for you and them. It's like Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, 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 yeah. Same thing. Do people believe that your product gets them from point A to point B, and do they even want to go from point A to point B? Studies also show that one of the easiest psychological ways to overcome that lack of trust is consistency. It is consistently showing up on social media. It is consistently sending out your YouTube videos on Monday and Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, or whatever you choose at the same time. Consistency sells. It actually creates a pathway in our brains, and people know what to expect. When they know what to expect, they are less afraid to buy from us. For example, if I am going to look for a cell phone, we're going to go back to cell phone world, and I go to Verizon at 11 a.m. on a Saturday and they're closed, I am not likely to go back. Because all cell phone stores are open on a Saturday at 11, right? I went to a Starbucks one time. We were doing a photo shoot in Denver, Colorado, and we went to a Starbucks. I wanted a Starbucks. We went to a Starbucks. It was closed on a Saturday at noon. This was pre-COVID. I was like, that's like Starbucks main hour. Why are you closed? That's just not doing things consistently. I had come to expect a certain level of service, certain open hours, and they weren't open. My whole point here is that even if you're hearing crickets, you're ahead of the curve if you are posting consistently. So your challenge today, should you choose to accept it, is to pick out some common things that you see businesses do and do them uncommonly well. This could be anything from maybe your opt-in funnel that fires after your funnel is a series of videos. Maybe every person who opts into your list until you reach 1,000 or 10,000 gets a welcome video personally from you. Maybe it's you do a YouTube channel uncommonly well because gosh darn it, you love it, it makes you happy, and it's going to allow you to stand out. Remember, the number one reason people don't buy has nothing to do with money. It has to do with lack of trust, either in you and me, or in our service, or in our products. So the easiest way to overcome that is to do some common things uncommonly well by creating consistency, because consistency leads to trust, trust leads to buying. So all is not lost if you're hearing crickets. That does not mean stop posting. What that means is let's analyze those social media posts and find out what we need to do to get people to start engaging. Because when you're already ahead of the curve. Like G.I. Joe says, just posting consistently is half the battle. And now you know. Before you leave, will you please do me a favor and ring that bell and subscribe for tactical, practical, tangible sales tips that make your business money. Thank y'all for being here. I believe in you and I believe in your business. Bye, y'all.